Эрхэм өнөд үзэгчдээ Монгол зочлох жилийн хүрээнд хүрэлцсэн ирсэн гадаадын олон хүндтэй зочдын дотроос бид өнөөдөр Малайз улсаас ирсэн Мохаммед Салех Хүсэнийг онцолж байна. Эрхэм өнөд үзэгчдээ энэ 7 хоногт зохион байгуулагдсан Монголын халал бизнесийн ангатмар форумыг санаачлагчаас бид экспортын шинэ сэргэлтийн ганц олон улсын томоохон зах зээл нэмэгдэх боломжийн талаар тодруулах гэж байна. Could you tell us about your personality?
Thank you very much because inviting me on this three broadcasters today, then inviting me to have a very impressive broadcaster TV in Mongolia. Yeah. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you indeed.
Yeah. So myself from Malaysia, I was born in Selangor, one of the state of Malaysia. Yeah. That is started. Okay, and then I was my childhood is very interesting because I'm from a very poor family, from a village family. You know, I'm the last one from six family. My youngest one. Yeah. So I think I've been trained by all my brother and sister because I'm the youngest one.
Yeah. It's always like that.
Yeah, it sounds like that.
Family, yeah.
Because I've been pressured, I've been tortured by them because they want me to be a success. Cannot be followed them, you know. That's the local culture on the time.
And what kind of education you chosen, or then parents advised you?
As long as be success, that's all. They're not encouraging me to be anyway, even up to me. I want to be a doctor, I want to be anything. But in my mind, I want to be a pilot last time. But totally changed because I started in the mechanical engineering study. But once I was finished my study, I've been working in the government, and then I still continue my study until I do some business administrative bachelor, even master, until to PhD.
Yeah.
Doing that.
And when was that proposal came to you to contribute as Malaysia, Mongolia, President of Chamber of Commerce and Industry?
Oh yeah, that was been started before COVID year 2020, I'm not mistaken. And then we started to brief among of us. We are creating this Malaysian Mongolian chambers on that time. So through that chambers, we want to expand because we want to know about how we can help Mongolian people, especially on the product, even the livestock, you know, to promoting in the world. Because I have a lot of Mongolian friends on the time. But the problem is because they are not really understand and keen about the halal situation request by internationally, especially for the Muslim country.
Yeah, and what possibilities are there for Mongolia on international market?
Yeah, there is a market already there. I've been ordered before and before. I think the past 20 years been dealing with this supply to even to China, even to Japan and Korea. I say right. So only that's what we want is we want to explore more, especially to a Muslim country.
Yeah. And when it comes to halal, it's holistic approach. It's integrated concept and philosophy. It's even lifestyle.
Because halal is really more. The correct word definition is more hygiene. Hygiene, we are concentrate on the systematic hygiene, whereby acceptable by every single one in the world. Because we are looking for the hygiene, even because of the cases or any disaster, because of the not following whatever they call it, the hygiene system.
What is the population of that market? The Muslim market population is it around 2 to 3 billion people we're talking about?
Actually, for this particular of the halal market, it's not concentrated on the Muslim people. All other religions also can be part of our market because the standardized is we are focused on the hygiene productivity.
And what about the capacity of that market? Are we talking about like 2 to 3 trillion US dollars?
That could be more on that because depending on your products, depending on your capacity. That's why we need to gather all the people, whoever they have the resources together in Mongolia to come up with this chambers of commerce. They must sit down together to giving the ideas how to make the production more and more.
And
Yeah.
about the Malaysia, how much percentage of that market Malaysia supplies?
Actually, in Malaysia, we have our own, they call it quota imports from other country because we are even not enough supply. We are depending on the Australia, even the Brazil, India, even Thailand more. Then we start from Cambodia. But we're hoping that we can get supply from Mongolia as well.
Yeah. And is that true that I heard Malaysia supplies around 10% of that market?
They are depending on the situation because currently I think the problem in this world because we are resources. We are not focused on that particular resources. Even a lot of disaster, a lot of problem coming up, they are not even tackle it. So we need to give more information how to make the things really hygiene and acceptable by all the country in the world.
Yeah. And could Mongolia supply in the future 8 to 12% of that
That
market?
maybe could be.
Yeah.
Depending on your production, depending on your areas. I think currently what I heard is Mongolian use too many supply, but it not even been fully utilized.
So then are we talking about that Mongolia's contribution to that market, 8 to 12%, could equal to US dollar 200 to 300 billion US dollar, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
That can be what I call possible because that's why we are what I call try to give some ideas to Mongolian Halal Development Cooperation Association, everything. So we need to discuss how to improve our product and then how to get the things acceptable by other country, especially on the halal certification, whatsoever they call it.
And what are the range of products? Halal logo and products can be from clothing, shoes, even to the food, drinks.
Yeah.
Not only meat, yeah?
Not only meat. Actually, in a halal definition of halal, we can accept any kind of products, from shoes, from whatever else, you know, not depending on only one item. So, means any Muslim country will accept with the halal logo because we totally do what I call really follow the halal certification.
Yeah. And actually there's two logos, yeah? One is the test logo and the other one is the Muslim Authority logo, yeah?
Yeah, it's a logo. Because the test logo means they need to bring to lab, do all the testing, everything. And then after the process, they will come up with the permanent halal logo certification issued by this authority.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And in Mongolia, when you start certifying, you're partnershiping with Indonesian halal organization, yeah?
Actually, for this halal certification issue, they can be acceptable by any Muslim country. But Indonesia is going to start first in Mongolia, even followed by Thailand and Malaysia as well. Maybe Philippines soon to accept this, what I call the Mongolian halal certification issue.
Thank you so much. So this time, your visit, what kind of seminars and forums you are going to organize?
We are the first one under Mongolian Halal Development Association to conduct the first Mongolian Business Halal. This coming 28 to 29 August. So our targeting to giving then share what is the meaning of halal, especially for the Mongolian people. They can produce anything, not even meat, anything product they can put in under halal logo.
Yeah, and so I heard that there will be a seminar of training of trainers.
Yeah.
And the expert you brought together with you, yeah?
Yeah, we bring all the expert and we call the authorized people, whoever can certify to understand, giving the lecture, even the practical on this particular 2 days seminar on that.
Yeah. Are you interested to establish a role model halal center?
Yeah, that is our program through our Mongolian Halal Development Corporation. That is our plan. We are supposed to set up our city or center point for the halal to be a role model in Mongolia.
Like pilot site,
Yep.
yeah? And then maybe it will be established throughout the 21
Exactly,
provinces, yeah?
Even I've been visit a few overtour in a few places yesterday, but we need to do some improvement, and then we need to do some what I call advice to them in order to acceptable, in order to give them the halal certification.
When it comes to, with regard to the halal hygiene, suppose a young man works at that place, he can't drink alcohol or smoke cigarette, yeah?
Yeah, definitely halal is more hygiene.
Yeah.
We are practicing on hygiene. Even everybody looking for very healthy and hygiene.
Yeah. But that person, that Mongolian person, doesn't have to become Muslim in his religion. Yeah?
It's not really, because I think the hygiene, everybody needs the hygiene situation, very healthy, in order to be what I call success on your life.
Yeah. So it's a matter of approach.
Yeah.
And could you tell about that Monday forum? What forum is that?
Actually, this forum more on introduce what is the meaning of halal process, what are the definition of halal. And then we want other country in this world focus on Mongolia, because the Mongolia doing the first halal business conference.
And what kind of information did you get first about Mongolia 15 years back?
Of course, it's a very beautiful place, and there's a lot of historical history we need to understand, especially Genghis Khan history, even though I don't know, but I think through that experience, through this history, there is something beautiful and interesting to know,
And when you arrived this time, for the first time in Mongolia, and what did you see in your eyes? Is Mongolia a halal country itself?
No, actually Mongolia is considered halal country, because only the practicing how, because the process itself is, they must understand. Because as a Muslim country, even as a Muslim people, they not even take any pork, that's considered it's not halal. But I think in Mongolia, very clean, because they only produce only 1 item, 2 item. Yeah.
And Mongolian government has announced years 2023 to 25 as Visit Mongolia years.
Yeah.
And when it comes to tourism and tourists, do you see there will be more tourists coming from international if we have more halal restaurants or places like that?
Definitely yes, because other countries now, they are focused on the halal food, halal products, like Korea, like Japan, like other countries as well. So I think if Mongolia also can manage to do that, I'm sure that a lot of Muslim tourists will come, especially on the Middle East, because they are willing to understand, willing to know about the Mongolian life,
And then we can also probably talk about later on halal hotel.
Oh yeah, definitely, sure. That's good. It's a very good because at least there is, what is the meaning of halal? Very clean, very hygiene, and there's no liquor at all. Because as a Muslim, definitely they cannot take it. They must behave. They have to follow their we call endorsed by their religion. Yeah.
And the hotel breakfast cannot have the pork. That's fine. Yeah.
With proper slaughter system to serve them,
Yeah. And what else you would like to initiate or propose to general Mongolian public and viewers about your intention?
I think it's not my intention by myself because we are doing this, our brainstorming, even through our conversation through a few people from Mongolia, even from other country, how we want to share the ideas to improve whatever they call it for the halal product in Mongolia. Because now everybody want to go for Mongolia, but what is the purpose? They don't know. Okay, but we are talking about Mongolia. Maybe they said, we can eat something is different. But how we want to ensure that this product is being followed by halal certification, halal process, everything. So that's we start to understand, give them a lecture, give them a what they call program and seminar
So
to
that
encourage those the Mongolian people understand.
Connect the both ends on both
Exactly.
sides, end user and
End
the
user
supplier,
and yeah.
right? Yeah. So in that perspective, do you see a lot of possibilities in Mongolia? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Because I'm sure that there is direct flight coming soon from Middle East. Maybe we don't know because from Malaysia, they said we need to do a connecting flight. So I'm sure if there is some program you have been practiced, have been done here, especially for the halal product, definitely from other country, even from the Muslim country will come. Maybe they have some arrangement for come up with direct flight, especially from Jeddah, from Abu Dhabi, from Dubai, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Central Asia, other countries than Mongolia, they understand halal actually, yeah? Like Kyrgyzstan or Kazakhstan.
Yeah. Because I think normally whoever been visiting Kazakhstan, even Uzbekistan, they are Muslim country. Definitely they
They have the halal system
They have
there,
the halal.
and they are participating in that market, yeah?
Exactly.
Already, exporting, yeah?
That's why we want to get the Mongolian, the first the Muslim country can have that facilities on that, and then can provide the product, halal product from Mongolia to other countries, the first in the world.
Yeah. And halal investment.
Yeah.
So we will talk about halal investment also later on.
Yeah.
It can come.
Can come, yeah.
Looking at initial pilot projects and investments.
Yeah. Hopefully that's our government, especially on the Mongolian government, will support all this program, you know, to let new entrepreneur, new people, new young people to understand, to involve with this halal program.
Yeah. Could you just simply explain to our viewers what is the status of dato in Malaysia mean? I mean, like how it's given or when it's given, why it's given, to whom?
Which one for this?
About your title, dato.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think there is some what I call appreciation from government, you know, what I've been contribute. Because whatever we did for our life, we must have what is our achievement. We need to have that target. And then if you are involved with the government, you are involved with any society, even NGO, they will recognize you. You can contribute something, you know.
And Malaysia has king, yeah?
Yeah.
And the dato is given from the king to you, yeah?
Yeah, king or other what I call, because we have too many kings, because too many states, too many, they call it province, you know. So as long they are giving you means you have something to contribute to the state,
recognition,
to the government.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what are your future plans with Mongolia Corporation?
My future plan is I want to everybody happy, understand, and then we can share everything being produced by halal. They call it halal, with the halal logo. So everybody understand that there is no only one item. They maybe not understand all this while. What is the meaning of halal? You know. So let us open their eyes, open their ears, you know, to understand more.
Yeah. What is your challenges so far?
Challenge is good for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So more challenge, more creative.
Yes.
So more ideas to develop something.
Yeah.
So for me, if your question is what is my challenge, I have no challenge. My challenge is myself, whether I want to do or not, whether I want to involve or not. That's my challenge.
Yeah. So what is your wisdom so far throughout your life?
If I say I'm satisfied, it's not to that 100%, but hopefully I can give something, we can share something with my ideas, with my, what I call, contribution to all people in this world. Especially when we started in Mongolia, of course, I'm hoping that Mongolian people will accept whatever we've been doing, whatever been processed, whatever been introduced to them.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
So
thank
thank
you.
you for your time and thank you for your visit this
Yeah.
time to Mongolia.
And thank you also because inviting me for this what I call interview. Even though very short, I'm quite happy because it's my first time coming here.
Монгол улсад экспортын чиг баримтжаатай бүтээгдэхүүнээ гаргах ямар боломж болцоо байгаа талаар нэлээд нээлттэй ярилцлаа. Тэгээд та бүхэн эндээс бас ойлголт авсан бол энэ Малайз Монголын хөдөлгөөн ажлын танхимтай хамтран ажиллах бас нээлттэй байгаа юм байна. Саналаа хүргээд холбоо ураад хувийн хөвшил төрийн бас байгууллагууд мөн одоо экспортын чиг баримтжаатай бүтээгдэхүүн үйлчилгээ үйлдвэрлэгчид маань энэ Mongolian Halal.com вебсайтаас маш тодорхой мэдээллийг аваад саналаа хөрвүүлээд хамтран ажиллах боломж болцоо бүрэн нээлттэй байгаа юм байна шүү. Баярлалаа та бүхэнд.